Hello, Greenvillians, and welcome to another episode of Greenville Mic'd. This is our podcast where we're talking about our life in Greenville, what's going on in Greenville, including our takes on noteworthy news, events, food, and more. I'm Will.
And I'm Tracy. This week, Cleveland Park goes underwater. Our New Year's resolutions update, $728 million that is being invested into the Upstate. Restaurant Week has begun, and more.
Welcome to the weekly rundown.
This episode is brought to you in part by Common Pops, delicious frozen popsicles made right here in Greenville, South Carolina. If you made a New Year's resolution to eat less processed food and more fruit, we have good news for you. Common Pops are made with locally sourced fruit and ingredients from local farms around the Upstate. Common ingredients, but uncommon deliciousness. Visit commonpops.com or at Common Pops on Instagram to see how to get your hands on a pop near you.
All right. So you were definitely right in the fact that Cleveland Park was underwater.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
It was so crazy. The pictures were insane.
Who shot those videos? Somebody was promoting their videography business or something.
Yeah. And I don't remember.
I mean, they had some dramatic shots of Cleveland Park.
It was like the swing set was underwater.
Oh, yeah. The Julie Valentine sculpture thing was almost completely underwater. That was nuts.
It is nuts. We got a lot of rain in a very short amount of time. And it always blows my mind how parks get so flooded. But we did learn that parks are intentionally built in floodplains.
Yes.
So
they're made to flood.
Yeah.
My friend Rick told me that apparently we got a month's worth of rain in a day. Or at least we were forecasted to.
Wow.
So that's pretty crazy.
I mean, our backyard was pretty flooded.
Yeah. And then it rained pretty hard again on Friday.
Yeah.
So enjoy that rain, y'all.
I know. It was funny because
farmers rejoice.
The farmers rejoice. Some businesses were posting things on Instagram. Everyone was talking about the rain. It was kind of funny. People were like, is it raining? With a meme or whatever.
Question mark.
Yeah, but Day Drinkers and Methodical made pretty funny videos talking about the rain, which I thought was genius, honestly.
Oh, yeah. Methodicals was so funny.
It was really, really funny.
If you haven't seen it, it's from all their different locations, it's they had weather people at each one, outside in the rain with random objects for microphones reporting on the weather.
Yeah, one of them was mopping.
Yeah.
That was pretty funny.
That was awesome.
And then Claire's was giving away free scoops to parents who had their kids home for the day, which was also genius because
just baller move.
Poor parents, man.
Gotta support those parents.
It's hard on days, especially parents that work full time. Yeah. And then they're just told, oh, it's an e-learning day. They're like, oh gosh, gotta figure this out.
I know. I feel like the pandemic was hard. Obviously, the pandemic was hard for that reason. But at least during the pandemic, you knew it was happening,
Yeah.
But this is I feel pretty soon turnaround. It's oh crap, in 2 days or in 1 day. I don't know how much notice there was.
Not much.
48 hours tops.
Tops, yeah.
Yeah. And it's all right, your kid's going to be home. So it's oh crap, we got to figure something out.
Yeah, figure it out. But the crazy thing is, if it had been 10 degrees colder, we would have had a blizzard.
That's what I'm waiting for.
Yeah.
And I just feel my hopes are going to be dashed for snow.
You think so?
I don't know. I feel a lot of times when it does snow, you have these little there's days where there's high probability beforehand. There's signs in oh, we got really close to snow in November and December. And then you get a snow. I feel it's
Maybe.
not hey, we've had a bunch of warmish days. I mean, I guess it hasn't been that warm, but
yeah.
It just feels we've had 0% chance of snow any day all winter.
Yeah.
And so my hopes aren't high.
I mean, I keep seeing it pop up on the radar. So my hopes are a little high.
Really?
Yeah. It'll be 40% chance of snow/rain.
If they give a 80% chance of snow, we're buying sleds.
Yeah,
on Amazon.
We're Amazoning those.
Within the hour.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
We have some good hills in our neighborhood.
We do. That's one of the perks of our neighborhood.
Yep.
It's terrible for running, but it's great for sledding.
Yep. It was made for sledding.
Yeah. Too bad it never snows.
I know.
But I still have hope. So I'm going to keep checking the radar. And yeah.
All right. Keep praying, guys.
Keep praying. But next, I think we need to give a little New Year's resolution update / personal update / what we're up to this weekend.
Just
update.
a little peek into Will and Tracy's life.
A little peek into our life. I feel like the people want to know. At least like our family wants to know.
By the people we meet, our moms want to know.
Yeah, exactly. So why don't you get us started? Give us an update about your resolutions. And also, last Friday was Quitter's Day, aka the day most people give up on their New Year's resolutions. So
If
were
you
you
made us this far.
Yeah. My question is, were you one of those people?
I wasn't a quitter yet.
Nice.
I have had down days, you know? I've had days where I was like, like, I don't know if I've done so well on this nutrition thing today.
Yeah.
So I would say both. I mean, the big ones like nutrition and training for the marathon, I'm still on track.
Nice.
Both are going pretty well. I've hit a couple hurdles. My main hurdle on the nutrition thing is my stomach has been like pretty wrecked on several days so far.
We're getting really
Like,
honest here.
Really honest, like bloating, like really bad cramps.
All right.
And
Stop there.
I won't say anymore, but I don't know why it is. So, and part of that issue is that I just like started 4 or 5 new things at once. So there's like, I started drinking more like shakes with whey protein powder and creatine. And then I started the AG1 supplement.
Yep.
And I don't know what is causing it. I've tried to pare down different things at different times to try and figure it out. They do say on AG1's website that you can experience like stomach discomfort if you like start full on taking a full scoop a day. And so I like backed it down to like a teaspoon and have been slowly moving my way up.
Yeah.
It's been a couple good days, but man, that one day, we were trying to go to Lewis Barbecue and I was just like, I'm going to throw up. I just can't make it. We made it all the way. We were like halfway through the line at Lewis and I was like, I can't do this.
We left.
Yeah.
I was like, if you're not going to enjoy this, it's just a waste of money. Let's go.
I know. I love Lewis, but if you're nauseous, all the smells of the barbecue and stuff, it's just not your place.
No.
I mean, you shouldn't be eating out if you're nauseous anyway.
Right.
So nothing on Lewis's fault there.
No.
That was on me, but still trying to figure out.
Yeah, it's funny because I feel like your body, almost in a sense, it's like overwhelmed with all of this natural, healthy stuff.
Yeah, it's like never seen a whole grain of fiber in its life, and all of a sudden it sees one. It's like, what the heck am I supposed to do with this?
Right, but I think it will adjust.
Yeah, hopefully it will, or I'll have to go back to Pop-Tarts and ice cream.
Oh, gosh.
We'll see.
Hopefully not.
Hopefully not. And then, so my second update. Marathon training. The only hurdle here is so there's 2 big like brands and running watches if people aren't familiar. It's like Garmin and Coros are like the biggest ones. And Garmin is like very good at like all kinds of like running for sure, but like also like lifestyle and health and stuff. And Coros is like geared towards like hardcore athletes, of which I'm like not really one, but
which you totally are.
No.
And me.
No. Well, I like to pretend I am.
Yeah.
But the app is so mean. It's so mean.
Yeah.
Like I'll go out, like I went out today and I ran 8 miles, albeit slow, but it told me to run it slow, doing some zone 2 training. And it was like, I don't know, it said like my running fitness went down like several points in my marathon, like projected marathon time went down like 5 minutes. And I was like, why did I suffer for like,
right.
Like, why are you like saying I'm getting worse when I'm like doing the work you're telling me to do, So anyways.
No, I know. The Coros app is really hardcore.
So mean.
I like December and even now I've done less running than I've probably done in the last year. And I've just been taking a break because I think it's good to take a break every now and then. I've still been running. I still run like 15 miles a week, but my like watch is always telling me I'm just like in the negatives for intensity trend and just not doing enough.
Yeah.
It's kind of toxic.
It is. You go run like a hard 6 miles and something and it'll be like running performance poor.
Yeah.
And it's like, thanks a lot.
I know. It's not an encouraging watch.
No, it's really not. And honestly, it makes me mad because I'm like, if you are exercising, you're getting better,
For sure.
Like you're not getting worse. Like going out and running 8 miles, I'm like, I didn't decrease my running fitness.
Right.
Like that's dumb. Like it's really dumb that it's like, you're wrong. I'm sorry.
I know.
Like, I don't know if you're the experts or what your algorithm is, but I'm right and you're wrong. Like I got better today.
I know. Maybe we're not hardcore enough for it.
I don't know. I removed that metric from my main screen.
Really?
I was like, don't show me that anymore.
Yeah.
Like, you're wrong.
That was wise.
So, anyways, what are your updates for your resolutions?
So one of mine was to read more books and spend less time on my phone, and still struggling with that screen time.
I think you've been doing better.
Do you think I've been doing better?
Yeah.
Okay. That's encouraging.
It's not like you've been like locking your phone in a safe all day, but
right.
I've seen you reading a lot more than you did last year.
Yeah. So I've already finished one book on the year, which
and we're like 2 weeks in.
We're 2 weeks in. So if I keep going, I might double the amount of books I wanted to read.
Yeah. And that wasn't like a tiny book either. That was probably a couple hundred pages.
It was like 220.
Okay. So there you go. I mean, that's solid.
I know. I feel like once you get on a roll with reading too, it's almost like it's anything. It's once you start running, you're just going to run more and more. It's going to become more fun, more natural. I feel like that's how reading is going to be for me.
An object in motion stays in motion.
Yeah, exactly.
That is just such a true principle in all of life.
Yeah. I will say though, I need a lineup of books. I have several I'm wanting to read still. But I feel like I have to have books I'm really looking forward to. Mm-hmm. And I'm also still trying to figure out what kind of genre I like.
From like fiction, nonfiction, or anything, or what do you mean?
I mean, anything. Like, I know that I don't really like fiction.
Yeah.
Anytime I try to read a fiction book, I've read a couple, but I can't get into it. And I don't know why. I think I like the real stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
I still think you haven't found the right genre of fiction.
Maybe not.
Like, I think if you're reading like kind of true life, like real world fiction, not fantasy.
Yeah.
I think you could like it.
Right. Maybe I'm just not into fantasy. See, I don't know. I'm still exploring.
Yeah.
I like reading books about real people. So
you do. You're really interested in people's lives.
Yes.
Which is a good quality to have.
I find people's lives so interesting. Yes. But I also watch reality TV. So I don't know if that's like a good quality. But
because you find people's lives interesting and entertaining at times.
I do.
Which, their lives on the reality TV shows are very entertaining.
Yes.
We finished watching the one on Paris Hilton. Oh my gosh, y'all.
I don't know.
Go log into Peacock and watch some of that.
I don't know how we got sucked in that show.
Yeah, well, her life is so fascinating.
Yeah.
I'll never forget the one episode where they had like got everyone out of their house. So because they were having a baby and they didn't want anyone to know. And they were like trying to work the laundry machine and they couldn't figure out how to do it.
That show will seriously suck you in. People are probably like, I don't know. I know people have mixed opinions on Paris Hilton, as did I. And so watching it, I was like, I don't know what to think about her. Obviously, just for a lot of different reasons. But they suck you in. Like, she had a child and didn't even tell her family.
Yeah. And it was like a surrogate who had it too.
And she surprised her mom with her 2-week-old baby.
Yeah. It's like watching a reality TV show of the life of one of the families, like living in the Capitol in the Hunger Games.
Exactly.
It's just so detached from most people's reality that it's pretty entertaining.
Yeah. That was a wild show, though.
It was a wild show.
But it's free on Peacock if anybody wants to watch it.
Also, Ruby just came in here and just started licking my hand for no reason. Thank you for that, Ruby.
Yeah, she needs a walk. That's our dog. She
just snuck in.
Okay, what else? So slow mornings have been great. I love slow mornings now. I love it. Just get out of bed, read, make some coffee, light a candle, and spend some time alone before the day starts.
Yep. I think if you're willing to wake up early enough, anybody can have a slow morning.
Yeah, 100%.
My sister is a teacher and has to leave for work like before. I think she wakes up at like 4:15 or something, like just to have a slow morning before she has to leave at like 5:30 or she works so early and she gets up early enough to have a slow morning before work.
I mean, if your morning is hectic, that really does set the tone for the rest of your day.
Yeah,
so,
for sure.
Yeah. And then, eating less sugar. I think that's been great for us. I think we've actually done really well with that. And
yeah,
we've
given ourselves occasional treats.
Yeah, we have.
We haven't shut down completely, but for most of the weekdays.
I personally think it's unwise to shut down completely. That never ends well.
Yeah.
That's why people give up.
Well, your body needs sugar. Your body needs glucose. It runs on glucose.
Okay.
That's true.
Yeah, but not like brownies.
No, not necessarily brownies. But I'm just saying, like, if you're just like, I'm going to eliminate all sugar from my diet, it's like, that's actually not that healthy for you.
Okay.
But if you can eliminate all like added sugar or fructose or something,
Speaking of the sugar thing, I've been on a big smoothie kick too, which I think has helped curb my sweet tooth a little bit because I have it after lunch or with lunch kind of. And it's almost like that little sweet treat that I need. And I put spinach in it and feel like I'm getting some vegetables. So that's been exciting. But anyways,
that's pretty hype.
I think we should move on. I think we should get into some news because we've got quite a bit this week.
Yeah. Well, there's some updates on our New Year's resolutions. Feel free to DM us on Instagram or comment on one of our posts or comment on the YouTube video. Let us know how your resolutions are going.
Yeah. Where are YouTube people at?
Let us know.
Let us know.
Give us some comments. Let us know your resolutions. We want to hear those things. Did you quit? It's okay. It's a safe place here.
Be honest.
You can share. All right. Let's get into some news. I'll start us. So first up, we've got some restaurant openings in Greenville. City Barbecue is opening today on Woodruff Road. So that's pretty exciting. I feel like they put that restaurant up pretty quick.
Yeah.
It was like, I don't know. It's right over near the Maravan Center across from Sam's Club. And we've been to City Barbecue. Because it's a chain.
It is a chain.
Unless it's like, an identically named barbecue restaurant with the exact same branding as the one we went to in Atlanta.
No, it's a chain.
It's more likely it's a chain.
They put that thing up so quick. They know what they're doing.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. But it's good. I like the one we went to in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm. I feel like this one has a good location on Woodruff too. Because it's like right off the highway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They also have a drive-through. I feel like you don't see a lot of barbecue places with drive-throughs.
Yeah.
So that's interesting.
That is.
I don't know if that discredits or credits them. I think TBD on that.
TBD. We'll let you know.
Yeah.
And there's another place opening up tomorrow, and it's Fresh Salads, etc. So they're going to have salads, wraps, and soups, and they are opening up actually in the former Cream Shack location on Main Street, which is confusing. I feel like these businesses are playing musical chairs because Cream Shack is moving to the former Blaze Pizza location.
Also on Main.
Literally I think across the street.
Yeah.
So I don't know what that's all about. And I don't know what happened to Blaze Pizza, but
they probably moved somewhere else on Main.
Maybe. Yeah. They're probably like 2 doors down. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Either way, we still have a Fresh Salads, etc.
And people were talking about how they wanted a salad place in the Reed's Fine Foods restaurant that is going out of business. And so maybe this will give them what they want. And then we can actually get an Italian bakery in the Reed's Fine Foods.
Or was it like an Italian deli and
grocery?
Grocery?
Yeah, that's what I meant. An Italian deli.
Either way, yes.
And grocery? Yes. That'd be hype.
That would be hype.
All right. You got the next one?
Yeah, I got us. Businesses are investing in South Carolina $9.2 billion and $728 million specifically in the Upstate. The 2 investments in our area are ZF Transmissions, which is a vehicle equipment supplier, investing $500 million, and then also Nissin Foods.
Yep.
I think it's Nissin Foods, which is the maker of Top Ramen, investing $228 million in Greenville County. And that's funny because we were just talking about how Top Ramen is going to be kind of by our house at the warehouse.
Yeah.
The warehouse is by our house.
Yep.
So it's going to be pretty amazing.
That'll be pretty amazing.
Lots of ramen going around.
Pretty interesting. We'll see what that does to our area.
I know. I mean, I think it is exciting because all of this is going to bring jobs, and all those jobs are going to bring new communities and new people move into the area. And some people might have different reactions to that. You might not want Greenville to grow, but it's growing. So
I want Greenville to grow.
Yeah, it's great for the city's economy and for people living here. It's going to be a net positive.
For sure. All right, next up, Autumn, the giraffe at the zoo, turned 18 this past week on January 7th, to be exact. So happy birthday, Autumn.
Happy birthday.
And just because I was curious, do you know how long giraffes live?
I have no idea.
Yeah, so their average lifespan is 25 years.
I feel like I would have thought longer than that.
Really?
Yeah. But maybe because elephants live so long. How long do elephants live?
I don't know.
I feel like we need to look this up. I feel like elephants live a long time.
Yeah.
I could be wrong on this.
They might. Well, sea turtles live a really long time. So if
That's true.
Elephants don't, maybe you just got them confused.
So an African bush elephant is 60 to 70 years.
Wow.
Yeah. That's pretty long.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, that's only like a decade shorter than humans, pretty much average lifespan. So.
Wow.
That's pretty spectacular.
You know what animal I wish lived that long?
What?
A dog.
Yeah, I know. Ruby would tyrannize us for another like 50 years.
Yeah, but I mean,
60 years.
what a joy.
What a joy that would be. Wow.
Cool.
So there you go. Autumn's still got a few more good years left in her, hopefully.
She might have longer. That's the average lifespan. So
Okay.
We'll see.
Take Autumn to 30. All right, next up, it's Restaurant Week in South Carolina. So there are several restaurants in Greenville taking part, including Camp, Curian, Fork and Plow, Gianna, and Juniper, just to name a few. All of these restaurants will be running specials, some of which are already listed on the Restaurant Week South Carolina website. Usually you can get something special that isn't on their usual menu, which is pretty fun. And they also do things like 3 courses for $35 or other kind of special deals. So it's a fun way to try out different spots around town. The restaurant, again, restaurantweeksouthcarolina.com. And you can find the Greenville restaurants on there. I will say, though, how many restaurant weeks are happening in South Carolina? Like 12? I feel like there's so many.
I mean, all the time.
Yeah. Every week it's Monday and it's like Small Business Week or Restaurant Week,
right,
or Fashion Week. I don't know about Fashion Week, but
yeah,
there's definitely multiple restaurant weeks.
For sure. I'm not complaining. It's really fun.
No, it is really fun.
So,
but I don't know. They're deciding the date for the next year. They're like, let's just run it back in 6 months.
Yeah, I know, because I think we actually did. It was like 6 months ago.
Maybe there's a separate South Carolina Restaurant Week and a separate Greenville.
That's what I'm
Restaurant
thinking.
Week?
And I meant to look into that, but I didn't. So
okay, maybe we'll have that for you next week.
Or if you guys want to let us know, just send us a DM.
Y'all find it out and let us know.
Yeah, that'd be great.
We'll give you the template. You give us the podcast.
Yeah, give us the details.
All right.
Okay. Last up for the day, the city of Greenville has purchased 2.1 acres along the Reedy River in the Nicholtown neighborhood near First Baptist for $350,000. There was a developer who was wanting to buy this area, but the city wants to keep it as an open space. So this purchase should contribute to the slowing down of gentrification in that area.
That's interesting. So that's an open space.
Yeah.
That's already there. I'm trying to think where that is.
I know exactly where it is. So if you take a left on to, is it East Ferris?
Yep.
And then you're going towards the church, kind of where we go run.
First Baptist is on your right if you're on Ferris. Okay.
Yes, but it's before First Baptist on your right, on the other side of the river.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. I don't think that's accessible to anyone space. It's not like a park or anything.
Yeah, I don't know.
Open space.
Yeah.
They should turn it into a park.
Yeah.
I'll submit that.
They probably will.
I'll submit that opinion.
Yep.
All right, let's get into some events for your weekend. So today is Martin Luther King Jr. Day, as many of you might know, being off work. There are several events happening today, but one in particular is being put on by United Way, and it's their MLK Day of Service. So this is taking place at various times and locations. United Way hosts this event to give its supporters and the community at large an opportunity to make a difference across Greenville County. You can head to United Way's website for more info.
Nice. And also today is your last day to ice skate at the rink downtown. So get there ASAP if you have not gone but have wanted to.
Also, I feel like that's kind of soon. And if you think it's supposed to go all winter, I guess I just assume it would go all January,
Right.
And maybe even February.
Well, maybe that's some feedback they need.
Yeah, keep that thing open.
Keep it open.
I'm sure there's good reasons why they don't.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But I'll submit that opinion.
Yeah.
Next up, Double Stamp Brewery and Swamp Rabbit Cafe and Grocery are teaming up for s'mores and pours every Friday in January. Hallelujah. You can go by Double Stamp Brewery between 5 and 8 p.m. or Swamp Rabbit Cafe and Grocery between 4 p.m. and 7 p.m. and buy a $6 s'mores kit and sip on Double Stamp craft brews.
Very fun.
That's
I
pretty
love
hype.
that. We need things in January that are exciting.
I know, we do. We need it to spice up January.
Yeah.
S'mores and pours.
Also on Saturday, story time on the steps is happening at M. Judson Booksellers at 10:30 a.m. Kids of all ages are welcome to gather for reading of several new children's books, and the time ends with a complimentary kid-sized cookie from Camilla Kitchen.
That's amazing. On Saturday, the Toasty Farmer Greenville Winter Farmers Market is taking place from 11 to 2 at Fire Forge. There's going to be 50 plus vendors, food trucks, live music, and community classes. And this is happening every Saturday until the end of March.
And then also on Saturday, we have the Frosty Farmer Winter Market.
Frosty Farmer and Toasty Farmer.
And Toasty Farmer.
Frosty Farmer makes more sense.
Yeah.
Why Toasty Farmer? You know, maybe the Toasty Farmer has made himself toasty, and the Frosty Farmer is still cold.
Maybe so. I don't know.
It's a tale of two farmers.
Either way, the Frosty Farmer Winter Market is also every Saturday in January through April at Think Tank Brew Lab from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And they will have locally grown produce, meats, dairy products, and more.
And last up on Saturday, the Swamp Rabbits are taking on the Jacksonville Icemen. It's NASCAR night, and they're going to have special jerseys. So that's pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
7 p.m. at Bon Secours.
Nice. And that's it. That's all we have for you guys today. Thanks so much for listening. Make sure you subscribe and like our podcast. And
yeah, and if you haven't checked us out on YouTube, check us out on YouTube. Just because you can comment, and we want to hear stuff from people.
That would be fun.
So hop over on YouTube, comment, say something, tell us your resolution.
Subscribe to us.
Like this video.
Yeah.
Give us some props.
Right.
I don't know.
Give us praise.
Do it all. Share it with your friends.
Yep. Everything.
Whatever makes you and us happy.
Yeah. And we'll see you here next week.
Catch you next week.
Yeah, weekly rundown.
See ya.
Bye.